A couple of weeks ago, young Ella Mai sent a tweet. Allow me to reiterate that tweet where she says, "Music don't feel the same because we barely have R&B. R&B brung that balance to music. Now everything is leaning one way, so it gets played out quick. We need R&B for the balance, no cap." And I did a little bit of research. That means like real shit. Yeah, no cap, real shit.
Yeah, I learned something new today.
Like I said, that tweet took the internet by storm. People had their opinions and interpretations on what she had to say. So she ended up going on the State of the Culture with Joe Budden to say this.
I never said R&B is dead. I said it's barely meaning in a way of saying like we don't hear it as often on Front Street as we would like years prior to, you know what I mean?
So I thought to myself, I have a resident R&B expert with me every time we do this shit. I want to get his thoughts on this. So the question is, R&B, is it really dead? If it's not, where's the good R&B? Why is it not getting the shine it deserves? And AG's gonna hit you with a long list of people y'all need to check out. So, let's get it started. I'm TJ Wow.
I'm Calvin AG.
What you doing, yo?
Nothing. Just chilling.
Good night, everybody.
You know I do way better than you. You know I do.
We curse a fucking lot.
I'm internationally known.
When I be on the mic.
Alright, so I myself have been saying for the longest time that R&B has fallen off. I think it goes back to at least 2005. Now that is the time where Neo dropped his debut album, In My Own Words, and that shit was fire. But we also had a bunch of like Keisha Cole ass type chicks, the scorned black woman genre is what I like to call it, subgenre. You know what I'm saying, of hip hop, and that birth like your K Michelle's and your fucking like, you know, chicks like that. And as a dude, I don't want to hear about how I'm a piece of shit driving down the road. So I was like, fuck you R&B, I'm done. I didn't like the way it was going.
I got you.
There was a resurgence, and it's gotten better. We have a lot of newer artists, such as your Hers, your Ella Mai's, your
Kiana Lee, Bridget Kelly.
Right. So the question is then, since R&B has, in a sense, in my mind, made a renaissance, or in a renaissance, why is it not as in the forefront musically as it should be?
Gotcha.
So,
and I mean, we've discussed this before, but it's a combination of things, I think. I mean, I know for when he said that he bowed out about 2005, I've always preferred R&B to hip-hop. I still love hip-hop, but R&B, I think it kind of speaks to me a little bit more. And so I think similar to hip-hop, you have to go and find it. It's not really going to be on the radio nearly as much as it used to be. And I think now the problem is rappers have kind of taken R&B and kind of bastardized it a little bit. And basically, you know, you got a lot of dudes, like Drake started it out. Drake's not nearly as bad as it got, but he kind of started the trend of dudes that sing. And so it's kind of R&B, but not really. Yeah. And then, of course, you got your Ty Dolla Signs. Then you got these niggas that are rappers, but just will sing whole songs like Wayne.
Future.
You know, even Kanye did a whole R&B album with, oh God.
Yeah, I actually thought that shit was, that's kind of one of my favorites.
Yeah, and I guess that's where
808s and Heartbreak.
I think that's where the split happens is that at some point, like, vocals really are the difference between hip-hop and R&B. Like, they both have lyrics, but hip-hop might kill R&B and the lyrics just a little bit because it's all lyrical. Whereas R&B, if it's, you know, somebody that can truly sing and, like, has range and has like versatility, that to me trumps anything regarding music. And I think a lot of that left when rappers started to try to sing.
Yeah, with R&B, it's not really so much about the words so much as how can you convey that shit vocally.
Precisely.
You know what I'm saying? So word up on that shit. That could lead into why it's why we, you know what I'm saying, why it kind of fell back. Because they helped kind of they've merged the genres together. Like Drake was pretty much the one that like ripped the line apart. It was just like, all right, now it's all one shit. Hip hop, R&B, it's all one shit. Yep. They've never really given it a name. So, well, I guess they call it hip hop, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think trap soul was one thing they tried to do because Bryson Tiller. Now I know that's the name of his album, but I think that's what people were kind of trying to capture was that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like I said, man. It's when anybody can do it, it kind of takes away how special the music is. That's why back in the day you had people like Whitney and be like, oh man, she can sing. It's like nobody can get close to that. Right. But it's like if you can. I guess now just make a song where you kind of singing, but it kind of goes to what we were saying before, like sexually speaking, like people, when you can make it sexual, it's like all about what you're gonna do to a chick and blah blah blah.
How vulgar can you be?
Then I guess the vocals kind of are pushed to the side a little bit.
That's why I can't deal with dudes such as like The Weeknd. You know, like he makes good songs and he does have a couple bangers I do have on my Spotify. But it's just like, bro, like, can you leave a little bit to the imagination? I know you're not my, like, target audience. Like, your job is to, like, get girls to use vibrators to your song and shit. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember there's a dude audience as well. I don't want to save, like, the slow songs for when there's a chick over here. Like, I want to know that I actually like the song I'm about to do it to.
And I mean, and you hit on a good point there as well. You mentioned this earlier where people forget that like R&B was supposed to be made for everybody. Like there's a point where it's like everybody used to listen to Boyz II Men or Usher or you know what I'm saying, even the female artists, like to me, like because it kind of spoke to everybody, but then there came a point where I think they kind of were pushing it more towards the female audience, trying to target that audience, and kind of leaving the niggas to the wayside where it's like, hey, we like R&B too. Yeah. But like you just saying.
And then there's another thing as far as like, you know, back during that 2005-ish era when I kind of gave up. Like another thing that I didn't like, hip hop, R&B is supposed to be for everybody, right? And everybody's supposed to be able to get something from it. But another thing that I didn't like was how it seemed like every song on the radio by a dude was either, how bad can I wreck you in the bed? Or, baby, I'm sorry, please, I'll never do it again. And it was just like, there's more to like love than just like fucking and I'm sorry I cheated on you.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
There's really, really powerful songs that are out there. And that's why I guess it goes to the other point we're making where there's songs that are out now that really speak to other subjects, but they're not really known to people. Like Really Quick Joe, who was another classic. Still comes out, he had a song a couple years ago called Lean Into It. But basically it's talking about this girl and basically they've been dating for 3 months. But they don't really want to make it official because they're like scared about it. So at some point he's basically saying, let's just fuck it, go throw caution to the wind and lean into this shit. Which is a realistic thing that people run into. Where it's like, you're dating somebody, it's like, do I want to risk getting my heart broken? But at some point we kind of got to put our both feet in this thing. And that is an awesome song. And but a lot of people don't know about that song because you know, it's not talking about fucking a chick or she breaking up with me or these types of things.
I'll even go back to around the same time frame. This is going to be like the point of reference, like the 05-ish. This was a couple years, maybe 2003, 04. He had that joint called What If a Woman?
Oh, God.
That was a dope-ass fucking song.
Oh, man.
But they rather would play the other song, the More and More.
Yeah.
Where he's like fucking the chick for like 4 minutes on the shit. That's the shit that got radio play.
But the What If a Woman was like dope.
Yeah, because you actually had to
think about it. Was like, wow.
Word.
What if I'm that dude who's like taking this woman for granted?
You know, it makes you think.
Yeah.
That's what music is supposed to do.
It's supposed to. You're exactly right about that, man.
So we went over like when it switched. We kind of agreed that it was like the Drake scenario that kind of busted the door down, and now you got your Ty Dolla $igns, your Bryson Tillers, your Tory Lanez type motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
The Brownstone track.
And actually, that's on my list. Because that's kind of another thing where I thought the shit was kind of falling off. Dude, let's go back about 5 years or so when the Brownstone shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, so now we're just literally lifting songs from the 90s and we're calling them new. I believe it's Summer Walker that has the song with Usher.
Yes.
Where they basically took You Make Me Wanna.
But that's a different story because Usher's literally on the song.
That's the only reason it gets a pass. The only reason it gets a fucking pass.
That's kind of cool when you can get the original artist to the remix on his own shit.
And you know what? Tory Lanez, speaking of, he did the same shit with T-Pain.
Yep, he sure did.
Sprung shit. Jerry Sprunger.
Jerry Sprunger.
Which is a very clever title, so I'll give him props for that.
That's kind of clever, yeah.
But go ahead.
No, you're exactly right. Like, but people, they do take certain beats and certain hooks and melodies from the 90s and the 80s and they redo them. That's a common thing.
That'll be the fucking shit that people will say, oh, R&B is back now when they hear that type of shit. And it's like, not really, dude.
But then again,
where's the originality?
But then again, you gotta think about, is that an R&B thing or is that an urban thing? Because hip hop's been doing that for generations.
But that's what hip hop is, though. Like, hip hop was built on sampling. You know what I'm saying? Like, R&B was built on original tunes, original fucking melodies. You know, motherfuckers that actually picked up a guitar and did shit.
Yeah, but if you're thinking about R&B and hip hop as being like a brother and a sister living under the same roof, would you think that they would borrow from each other at times? And so R&B kind of borrowed that shit from hip hop. And now, granted, if it's not done well, you know, that's a different story. But if you could, like, take for instance, right? A lot of hip hop songs will have a hook where somebody's singing on it, right? Yeah. And so somebody in an R&B song will take that hook and basically turn that into a song, which I don't see as a problem because ultimately, like, if they're singing on a hook on a hip hop song, what's the problem with singing on a hook on an R&B song? Is taking that idea and making it into a whole song. Yeah. So,
now would be a good time, I believe, if it's all right with you, to go down the list of the people that should be getting props, but aren't. I can't speak on this shit. I don't listen to the R&B like that, so I'm gonna leave it to AG to take it from here.
So we have like 5 hours, right?
Oh, as far as taping and shit?
As far as like to read all these? Cause we got 5 hours, 6, 7.
I'm dumb. Oh no, we have plenty of tape, AG. We should be fine.
It's alright, I'm sorry.
That's all me.
I was making a stupid joke. Yeah, I guess it wasn't an obvious joke. I apologize.
That was good delivery because you had me going, bro. That was good delivery. So props to you. Like, that was on me.
But no, you good, man. But I guess what I'm saying, like, there's way too many for me to mention your here. This is my whole point. But, you know, I mean, everybody's heard of her, right? So you got your Keanu Lee. She's awesome. She has a song called X that is great. Like, Heavy is also good. Bridget Kelly is really dope. Adrian Marcel is really awesome. He has a song called New Niggas. I really like that song. Actually, the song, if you ever are feeling some way about a chick, Waiting is just, don't listen to that with the niggas, but that's by yourself. Just want to chill. You know, I mean, wait till
is that a Kleenex song?
Yeah, it's just getting your feelings a little bit.
Yeah, it's a Kleenex.
A little bit. Wow. Took me back right there.
It be like that.
Yeah,
it be like that. I ain't mad.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna go everybody. Ro James, Permission. That's a classic. I love that song.
That's a song that I actually know.
Yeah, word. Also, there's a lot of great music out there. Whether it's Tank, whether it's even Teyana Taylor, who I know is popular, but she has a lot of tracks that you never play on the radio that are really awesome. And she found herself, so it makes it even better.
Shout out to the Morning song, bro. Shout out to the Morning video, bro. We took the fucking wild thing shit. The How You Want It joint is dope too, though.
See, that's another example of taking the
Mace beat.
Yep.
Tell me what you want. Actually, I fucks with it.
See,
I do fucks with it.
If they do it the right way, it works.
Absolutely, I agree.
But like I said, there's way too many artists to hear the name. But like, the main thing you want to look out for is somebody really has to be able to sing.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure their production value is good, and above all else, make sure they're versatile and that their harmonies are in place, man. That's another thing that you really got to listen to. That'll let you know if somebody actually has talent, and that's real R&B or not. And that'll kind of separate those people from the hip hop dudes that just try to sing.
Right.
As far as an album, I mean, like I said, way too many albums to even mention. Tony Braxton.
Go down.
Okay, I want to say this. Tony Braxton and Babyface had a duet album that came out like 7 years ago called Love, Marriage, and Divorce. That shit is awesome. And that is straight up. Like, if you want a song, okay, for instance, there's a song called Take It Back, right? Now, if you want a song, let's say you're with a lady, we're chilling, right? This is a song you can lay back, maybe, drink, whatever it is you want to do, and just vibe out for a few minutes. This song just takes you just some smooth,
get the candles out, yo.
Just like, you just, it's like some like kind of Caribbean kind of just like.
Get the fucking incense lit and shit.
It's just like, like. It's
No,
chill.
this shit chill as fuck,
You know what I mean? You know. And then you got Tony coming in with the
Right,
smooth vocals.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's what you're doing. Look. Look, just smooth. Like,
My imaginary girl thinks the song is funny.
oh yeah, wait. Oh, yeah. Man, you good? You good? Yeah,
She good?
Yeah,
She
good.
close with it?
She
Word.
good.
All right, word.
Yeah, she thinks it's great. But no, I'm saying
Word
it's
up,
like,
Angela, I agree.
yeah. Oh, I'll be remiss if I did not mention the British invasion.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I think sometimes what will happen is if a country isn't kind of doing what they need to do in terms of art, another place might kind of jump in and fill that void.
It's happening in the movies. How many British black actors are in the game right now?
A lot, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what is it? Georgia Smith. Everybody knows Ella Mai.
Right.
Mahalia, who was awesome.
Now, I actually did hear her album.
Yes.
And I was very impressed.
Very
And he goes to the fucking remake shit because what was her single? She took What You Did.
Yep.
And what song did she sample for that? Oh, boy.
Yep, she did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you're
it
right.
goes back to
It
the
goes
same.
back to it. Yep, you're right. Exactly right.
But it got a radio burn. She is on the radio.
She's on the radio.
It could be off the strength of Ella Mai.
Yeah.
It could be off the strength of the beat. It could be both. But she is a chick that can definitely hold her own.
Yes.
She can hold her album
Yeah,
down. She's digging a moving fucking, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's in the water in England. I
Bro,
gotta
I don't
go.
know, man. Seriously.
And the tickets are cheap as fuck right now.
Sure, we should.
Coronavirus. We go.
We're taking a trip to UK.
I'm coming to see you, Mahalia. Your ticket is only $25.
So I guess long story short, goes back to what I was saying once again. Open your mind, and explore different stuff, man. And you'll be surprised who you'll see out there and be like, oh, I like this artist. Let me listen to what they have going on.
And when you find that underground gem, you support that shit. You push that shit. You put everybody in your mom onto that person. Because if people feel like R&B has fallen off, it's because they're not championing it as hard as they need to.
Yeah.
So literally, right here, I wrote it down on this paper. It's up to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What we want to hear on the radio, we have to get out there and let them know. Play this. Push this. You know what I'm saying? Do people call request lines anymore? I guess the broke motherfuckers that can't afford like unlimited data and shit.
I want to hear.
And I love all of you.
I want to hear that song by Ashley Banks, "Make Up Your Mind."
Oh shit! I want to request Ashley Banks, make up your mind because I got a man right now and he can't make up his mind.
Yo, shout out to the Fresh Prince flashback. Oh
Word
my
up.
God.
Word fucking up.
If the rest of y'all ain't watched Fresh Prince, that wasn't for you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say F y'all because that was a deep cut. You know what I'm saying? That was a deep cut.
But yeah, man, definitely make sure you let people know about it, and make sure you let your voice know that you want to hear more of that music.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Support good music, keep it pumping, and that'll do it.
Well, until the next time, bro. I'm Calvin AG.
DJ to the Wizard House.
What you doing?
Nothing. Just chilling and listening to my R&B.
And we lost every viewer. Hey, you already watched the video.
Hey, y'all lost. No, that's.